This show is brought to you by Victor Nawrocki Realtor, experienced real estate agent serving Disney and the greater Orlando area of celebratingflorida.com. Have you ever dreamed of living where the magic happens? Victor Nawrocki has made that dream come true for himself and others. One of the biggest decisions you'll make when considering a move is selecting a realtor who can successfully match you with the right home in the right location at the right price. If you're looking to buy or sell in the Orlando area, here's why Victor is the realtor you'll want in your corner. Victor knows the Disney area like the back of his house. By creating a free, no-obligation account on his website, celebratingflorida.com, you'll unlock the website's full potential and be able to enter specific criteria, save listings, and browse new properties sent to your email. Is it time to follow your dream? Victor is looking forward to helping you discover the real estate opportunities that are right for you in this beautiful and fun-filled part of Florida. Visit celebratingflorida.com today or view Victor's view at victorsvista.com and let Victor know the Solo Show sent you.
Let's put on the show.
I've been waiting over a year for this moment. Stan, take it away.
It's the Solo Show with our very special guest, Jordon Micheal Peterson.
It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the Muppets on the Solo Show tonight. It's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up right. It's time to raise the curtain on the Solo Show tonight.
That was wonderful. Oh my gosh.
Thanks.
Hello and welcome to the Solo Show. A different intro. I love that. So our special guest today is Jordon Micheal Peterson and his wife, Melissa. I don't know your last name, Melissa. Is it Peterson or is it?
Yeah. It's Peterson.
Okay. I figured as much. Well, you never know. Some people, my wife and I have a different last name. My brother and his wife have a different last name. So Jordon Micheal Peterson and his wife, Melissa, are here. And for those of you that don't know, Jordon, I keep wanting to call you Michael. Jordon,
okay, it happens sometimes. It's the Michael Jordan thing. People people want to say Michael Jordan. Yeah.
I never put two and two together, but that's what it is. It's just ingrained.
Yeah.
So he's a player at Jelly Rolls at Boardwalk in Walt Disney World. We'll get to that quickly or shortly, but I wanted to talk to Jordon about, are you a Disney fan or are you just work at Disney World?
I mean, I'm probably not as big of a Disney fan as you, but I am. I think you have to be a certain amount of Disney fan to work at Disney World. And, I grew up on Disney, just like, me and Melissa both did.
Yeah, I'm the bigger Disney fan in our family.
Okay.
And so I am a Disney fan, and I'm absolutely a Star Wars fan. I'm like that's where my main fandom is focused. So that's why I was excited by your show, just because you've got the whole Star Wars theme going on. But I'm a Disney fan, and I was very excited they bought Star Wars. So now,
Star Wars is like my number one fandom. It's kind of slowly turning more and more to Disney. It's weird. The Mandalorian is coming up, and I guess by the time this comes out, it'll already be a couple of weeks. But geez, I'm excited for that.
Me too. I've always been a Disney fan, but kind of like you, Star Wars is where my main fandom is. But I think working at Disney World and being able to go to the parks all of the time gives me a much greater appreciation for just all the great stuff they do there. And me and Melissa are just constantly blown away every time we go to the parks and we see any new ride or all the new technology. They're constantly innovating. And so, I would say we're Disney fans for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Where are you originally from?
I actually was born in Arizona, but I barely lived there. I lived there for like 2 weeks as a baby. So I grew up in Nebraska, in a small town in Nebraska. So, it's called O'Neill, Nebraska. Actually, I don't know how many of your listeners care, but we're the Irish capital of Nebraska. So every St. Patrick's Day, our population like triples. We have a huge parade, and there's green horses, and there's a giant shamrock painted in the town square. And so I was raised in Nebraska mainly.
Oh, that's great. I love asking people where they're from, because then when someone's listening, they go, hey, I had no idea, and I'm from Nebraska. You know what I mean? I love finding out where people are from. It's great. And it's amazing to me how people from all over the world end up where they end up. It's just a personal weird thing about me. How about a song?
Sure. Yeah. What would you like to hear? I'll request. So.
Okay. Yeah. That's. I want to talk about. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let you pick, but I'm gonna pick the movie. How about that?
Okay.
Okay. So Victor, who's the sponsor of the show, Victor Nawrocki, from celebratingflorida.com, his favorite movie is Mary Poppins. So I'll let you pick something from Mary Poppins because I kind of want to do something like, that original Walt also. This kind of start off with.
We'll start off with some classic Disney.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Here we go. It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Because I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad. My father gave me nose a tweak and told me I was bad. But then one day I learned a word that saved me aching nose. The biggest word you ever heard, and this is how it goes. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, it always sounds precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. He traveled all around the world, and everywhere he went, he'd use his word and always say, there goes a clever gent. When Dukes or Rogers pass the time of day with me, I say me special word and this me ask me out to tea. Woo! Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. You know, you can say it backwards, which is docious aliexpialisticfragicalirupus, but that's going a bit too far, don't you think? Indubitably. So when the cat has got your tongue, there's no need to dismay. Just summon up this word and then you've got a lot to say. But better use it carefully or it could change your life. For example, one day I said it to me girl, and now me girl's me wife. And a lovely thing she is too. She's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. 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 Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Oh, that was awesome. Oh, I was dancing in my chair. Oh, I love that. Oh, that was great.
That was fun. I like those ones where you get to do all the different voices.
Yes. Yeah, that was great. I love that. So I'm guessing you weren't sitting at home one day looking through the newspaper and you started looking for piano players at Jelly Rolls, and this was your first time ever playing the piano. What's your musical background? Have you, it can't be just new for you.
I've been playing piano since I was 7 years old, and my mom, like a lot of moms, enrolled her son in piano lessons. My brother and my sister were both in piano lessons too, but they didn't like it quite as much as me. I became obsessed with it, and I would practice all the time. And I mostly did classical music, like you would learn in kind of proper piano lessons, but then I started getting really into Billy Joel music and Elton John music, and my parents are super supportive. So they would buy me, Billy Joel's greatest hits CD, Elton John greatest hits CD, and there was this Elton John book that I used to play out of. It just had all his hits. It didn't have any of the words for some reason, so I had to learn the words separately. But that's how I started getting into playing kind of pop and rock music and in that style. So then all throughout high school, I would just kind of play whatever I heard on the radio, and that kind of lends itself well to what I do now. Also, I got really into musical theater in high school and college, and that was kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to maybe New York or be in one of the production shows on a cruise ship. Mm-hmm. But I ended up kind of going back to my roots and doing the piano singer type of thing. So I did cruise ships for about 3 years, and that's where I met my wife, Melissa.
Hang on. I want to get to that. Let's break with a song, and we'll come back to how you met Melissa on the cruise ship. How's that sound?
All right, sure.
Okay. So how about Tiki Room? Can you do that one?
Tiki Room. I think I can do that one. I haven't done it.
I should have told you ahead of time with the songs I had.
No, it's all right. I've got all the
See, this is what's great. Okay, I just want everyone listening to know who doesn't know. Jordon does these couch concerts on Facebook and Instagram. We're going to get into that as well. And people just type in stuff that they want him to play. And Jordon goes, I've never played that before. I've only played it once, but I'll see what I can do. And he plays it perfectly.
Yeah, I call it. I feel like I'm cheating, but usually, it works out. I have a big old fake book. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how many of your listeners are musicians, but musicians, we call it a fake book, and it'll have kind of the melody and the chords. And that's why I end up playing a lot of my songs. But I found it. So let's try it. We'll try.
Okay.
Here we go. In the tiki 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 room, in the tiki 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 room, all the birds sing words and the flowers bloom in the tiki 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 room. Welcome to my tropical hideaway, you lucky people, you. If we weren't in the show starting right away, we'd be in the audience too, all together in the tiki 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 room, in the tiki 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 room. All the birds sing words and the flowers bloom in the tiki 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 room. The bird of paradise is an elegant bird. It likes to be seen and likes to be heard. Most little birdies will fly away, but the tiki room birds are here every day. In the tiki 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 room, in the tiki 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 room. All the birds sing words and the flowers bloom in the tiki 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 room.
Love it. That was great. Oh, man. See, there you go. He said, I don't know if I know that one. Then he plays it perfectly. That's... I only played it once.
Is a little more simple than, than it
I
could have been.
I figured that was a little bit easier one. Okay, so you're on a cruise ship, and this is what cruise line are you with at this point?
I started on a cruise line called Celebrity Cruises, which is kind of owned by Royal Caribbean. Mm-hmm. So that's where we met, Celebrity Cruises, and that's where I did most of my most fun contracts. At least I have all the most fond memories with them.
Okay, and so this is.
Are we continuing the story?
Yeah, we're continuing the story. Okay, so
right.
you meet Melissa, and she's not a guest. I'm assuming you're not supposed to be dating guests on a cruise ship.
No.
Okay, so Melissa, tell me a little bit what happens here.
I'll tell you what happened. So I came on board as the production manager, stage and production. So my job was to be in charge of all of the production cast shows and then entertainment across the ship, in charge of the technician, or responsible for them. I don't want to say in charge. And so the first night on board, they do what's called a handover, where the previous production manager hands over to the new one, teaches them the shows, and then they stay on for about a week and then they leave. Well, the first night, the production manager said, "Oh, you have to." They do a welcome aboard show, the opening night show, where celebrity, their entertainment is phenomenal. It's really modern. It's really awesome. They use the musicians throughout the ship on the first night, so it's not just a hokey like cruise director coming out or anything. They really utilize all of the entertainment, so you can kind of get a glimpse of what you'll see. And the production manager said, "Oh, you have to meet this piano player. He's so good." And I kind of scoffed. Like, I had this I don't know, image in my mind, like, oh, he's just a cruise ship piano.
Rude.
Okay, but then he came up like on this list.
You're picturing him to be all in velvet with
I pictured him to be like older,
Yeah.
Bit of a sellout. I had all these
cigarette.
Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking like Love Boat.
Yeah.
I don't know. And so then all of a sudden, I was like, it's so dramatic, but he comes out of the pit with fog and he was singing and my jaw just dropped. I was like, oh, okay, he actually is good. But at the time, Jordon and I were both in a relationship at the time. So we became really good friends. And then I kind of knew before Jordon knew that we would be married. And I made the first move.
So Melissa gets on this boat. She's taking over for the new cruise director, or was it entertainment?
Yes. So and
the very first piano player she sees, she falls in love with.
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Well, and
Didn't take long.
Yeah, I know. I have a travel journal, and I like wrote about Jordon in my travel journal. I was like, this person, and I never named him. At all, did I?
No.
Like, I never named him.
That's because you wanted to call him Michael Jordan.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And I knew he was going to be important in my life.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So now you guys do these couch concerts because you're, well, currently with the quarantine situation, you're basically in limbo, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Jelly Rolls hasn't reopened yet. Hopefully it opens soon. And I like to watch these couch concerts. When I get a chance, I always like to tune in. And one of my favorite things is when the two of you sing together.
Well, we love singing together, yeah.
and if you haven't watched them, you got to tune into them. And Jordon will be playing, and Melissa's in the background dancing or holding up props or having the dog fly.
Yeah, I would say she's the most entertaining part of the couch concerts. Like, it's not me at all.
And it's a live chat, so she'll communicate with people, telling them, like, thank you and stuff like that. It's great. So let's. How about you guys do a song together?
Sure, let's do it. I think we're gonna do our favorite one, if you don't mind.
Our favorite
Sure.
duet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, can I just say something crazy?
I love crazy.
My life has been a series of doors in my face, and suddenly I bumped into you.
I was thinking the same thing, because, like, I've been searching my whole life to find my own place. Maybe it's the party talking or the chocolate fondue. But with you, I found my place. And there's nothing like I've ever known before. Love is an open door. Love is an open door. Love is an open door. With you, love is an open door. It's crazy, we finish each other's. That's what I was gonna say. Who thinks so much like me? Jinx again. Our mental synchronization can have but one explanation. And I weren't meant to be. Say goodbye to the pain of the past. We don't have to feel it anymore. Love is an open door. Love is an open door. Life can be so much more with you. Love is an open door. Can I say something crazy? Will you marry me?
Can I say something even crazier? Yes!
Oh, I love it. You guys are so great together. I gotta tell you.
Thanks.
And you know what? Every Sunday night, every Wednesday night, you do the couch concerts, and it's a party. It's an absolute party twice a week. You do them.
Honestly, this is before Jordon and I got together. I am a technician. That is my career. That's my job. I to the core am a technician. However, I went to college for musical theater, and then I ended up kind of doing both. But these couch concerts are kind of the first time we've ever really sang together.
Oh, wow.
Since we've been together, just because it was never really a time, I don't think, when we were working, we were both very, very busy. And so this has really been a nice, experience for us because we, maybe wouldn't have been able to do that before.
Yeah,
no kidding.
Came out of all the craziness.
Yeah. Oh, okay. To tell you, every once in a while I hear a great story of something that came out of all the craziness, and this is definitely one of them.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's Jordon MP _music on Instagram, and I'll put the links on my Facebook page, and on Facebook it's just Jordon Micheal Peterson, right?
Yes, and Michael is spelled weird for some reason. I have a weird spelling of my middle name. It's Micheal. So
yes,
that always kind of mixes people up, but that's the way it is. So
you know what? I'm horrible with names. I'm glad I have somebody on that I can pronounce their name. That's something that's always important to me. So Jelly Rolls is it's like a bar. I've never been. To be honest with you, I've never been. And I haven't really wanted to go till now after watching your concerts.
Well, good. Yeah, it's a bar, and it's. I mean, the focus for sure is the show. I mean, that's that's what you're paying for when you go there. But
So are you saying the food's no good? Is that what you're saying?
well, they don't have food, but they have
Oh.
the best popcorn, free
Okay.
popcorn.
free popcorn, all you can eat all night. So that's kind of their main.
Oh, I'm there. That's my thing is popcorn.
And it's so cool, like as someone who goes to watch, and not because my husband works there, obviously that's a perk, but it is a party every night, and like everyone's dancing. You make so many friends. You don't know any strangers there. I mean, it's a great community, and the servers are fabulous. They'll get on stage, they'll dance. It's quite remarkable.
We'll get all the servers on stage. We'll all do the time warp, and we'll have all the audience kind of do the time warp. And there's a few dances we like to do, but I feel like it's been so long ago, man, since we've been there. I'm getting used to doing these couch concerts, and now if and when hopefully I go back to Jelly Rolls, it's gonna feel weird. I'm gonna feel like I need Melissa on stage with me doing the dances too.
Well, the problem with Jelly Rolls is I have such a good time, and I like start in the back because I usually like to just watch other people, because I know Jordan's good. I know all the other piano players are good. I know Ray's good. I know Rob, Scotty, Jason, Ingrid. They're all phenomenal. But I end up right in the front, at the front of the stage dancing. I just can't help myself.
And it's,
that's funny.
It's,
So
it's all request. I mean, like it's a dueling piano bar, but I think what sets us apart is that it's a clean show, obviously, since it's Disney. So I think if a lot of people have been to other dueling piano shows, they kind of have a bad reputation for being a little bit raunchy, but Jelly Rolls, definitely we try to hold the musicianship and the entertainment to a really high standard. So I think and we do 4 ways every time. We switch every hour, and we all sing in harmony. So we'll sing big songs like, we'll do like Africa by Toto with all the harmonies, or, any song that has
so like
a bunch of harmonies. That's what's really cool. Yeah.
So like it'd be like at the hour you switch off, but they hang around for a little bit.
So we'll have different teams. Like I play with a guy named Ray, who's been there for like 25 years, and he's a legend there basically now. And so he's my regular partner, but there's 4 guys every night. So yeah, we'll switch every hour, and then on the switch, we'll all sing a song together usually, and it's really fun. Okay.
So you say it's a request type situation. So people write it down on a piece of card and bring it up to you and slip you $5, or how?
Usually they write it on a napkin. Yeah, usually.
Okay.
And we really try to make it all requests. So, but we do try to keep the party going.
Okay, so I'm writing down. You mentioned Billy Joel was one of your early inspirations. I'm writing down Piano Man, Billy Joel, and I'm handing it to you.
Piano Man is your request?
That's my request.
All right, that's the big one. Let's do it. I gotta put on my harp.
Because I'm assuming they do more than just Disney songs at Jelly Rolls.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah.
I would imagine most of them are not Disney songs.
Yes, definitely. But I will say this: every Sunday night, at least pre-pandemic, was cast member night, and so cast members would get in free, and we would have so much fun because obviously they know every word to every single Disney song, and the whole room will be singing along. So
that would be a party.
But yes, we definitely do a lot of songs other than Disney. So here's one of them. Here's Piano Man. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. A regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He says, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes. But it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete. But now all a younger man's clothes. Oh, la da 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 da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody. You got us feeling all right. It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday. And the manager gives me a smile, 'cause they know that it's me they've been coming to see. They forget about life for a while. And the piano sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? I say, la da 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 da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody. You got us feeling all right.
Oh my goodness, that was amazing. I love that so much. That was great. Now, okay, I'm going to pull back the curtain here on the solo show. I cannot see Jordon. Jordon can see me. I was not expecting the harmonica at all. Who's playing the harmonica?
I saw you. I saw you were surprised. I actually can see you. I don't know if you know that. But
yeah, no, I know you can. You can see me, but I cannot see you.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. That's the only thing I can do on harmonica. Sometimes we play Piano Man, and then people are like, "Play Blues Traveler," and it's like it's not the same. It's not at all the same. I can play Piano Man, and that's it.
Okay, I'm beginning to think maybe you got a tape recorder there and just hitting play on the tape recorder. There's no piano. He's sitting at his kitchen table right now.
Yeah, it's definitely a job requirement to do what we do. Can you play Piano Man with the harmonica part?
Yeah, that was I love that so much. So I was checking out your Facebook page, and you're selling T-shirts for your couch concerts.
We actually we might be out of those. Does it still say that?
Well, it's okay. I was going to tell you. So it says that. It says click here, but the click here doesn't work.
Yeah, we did sell those earlier to raise money for JDRF, which is the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. We stopped selling. We did pre-orders because we weren't really sure if people would be interested in buying shirts. Obviously, in the middle of a pandemic, everyone's kind of, strapped for cash or for money. But we did end up selling quite a bit and raised quite a bit of money for the JDRF, but we will change that link.
Okay.
But it actually might be a good idea, now that you mention it, to maybe reopen. I mean, it's been a few months since we did that, so maybe we could do a refresher.
Yeah,
they're really cool shirts. They've got our dog Nug. I don't think we've talked about our dog.
Yes,
yet,
I was going to talk about what I was going to take, because it has the dog and the tickets and the couch. You got to add another dog, because now you got 2 dogs.
Yeah, we'll have to ask the woman who designed that. We'll have to ask her if she can add Chickpea.
Yes, Nugget and Chickpea, those are our dogs.
Yes, so Chickpea is actually kind of a co-star of the show as well when you do the couch concerts.
Yeah, it used to be Nugget, and then she got tired of it. Now she's a diva, and now she waits. She hides when we do the couch concert. But yeah, Chickpea's the new star.
Yes.
She's pretty, she likes to be by us. We went on a little road trip back home to see our families, and we actually ended up finding Chickpea. She was this is really sad, but she was dumped on my grandfather's farm. And so we couldn't leave her. She's like the cutest, sweetest thing ever. And so we brought her home, and she's still in that phase of like wants to know where we're at all the time. And I think it's because she's scared, we're going to leave her. But she's settling in really nicely. She loves the backyard. But couch concerts for sure. She's like right by one of us. And we're old news to Nugget.
Yeah. Nugget hasn't made an appearance for a few weeks, as far as I know of.
Yeah, she's a diva.
Oh well. What are you going to do? I'm going to request another song.
Okay.
We're talking an awful lot about being in quarantine and being the bad news and all that. Let's liven it up and let's have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Let's put a positive spin on things.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow is just a dream away. Man had a dream, and that's the start. He followed his dream with mind and heart, and when it became a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me. So there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.
Oh, I love it. Anything by the Sherman Brothers, I love. That is great.
Good choice. Yeah, good uplifting song.
Yes. We want to lift things up. Now, we're going to be rounding around the corner. We're going to be finishing this up. I do have 2 more songs. I'll give you the choice. Which ones you want to do?
All right.
And then the finale. The finale, I know you'll nail that one. I got prepared.
Now I'm curious what it is. I know. I hope it's what I think it is, but we'll see.
I don't think you know what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not your usual. I like them all.
Yeah. Okay. So I think Melissa, she really likes You Got a Friend in Me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if she's still there or not.
Yeah, she loves Toy Story. Yeah.
Yes.
I love Toy Story. I can watch it like any day, anytime, and I'll watch them all.
Yeah, it's like her comfort movie is Toy Story.
I love them so much.
Okay. And the other one is I Want to Be Like You from Jungle Book. And I've heard you sing both of these, and you're amazing at both of them. So which one do you like more?
Well, I've got to defer to my wife's request.
Perfect.
Let's do that one.
Let's do that one. That sounds good.
You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your good pal said. Oh, you got a friend in me. Darling, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got troubles, I got them too. There isn't anything that I wouldn't do for you. Let's stick together and we'll see it through. Darling, you got a friend in me. Well, you got a friend in me. Some of the folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, bigger, stronger too, baby. But none of them will ever love you the way I do. Me and you, boy. But as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. You got a friend in me. Oh, you got a friend in me. Darling, you got a friend in me.
Oh, that was beautiful. I love it. Clap, 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 clap.
Thank you.
Okay, so next time I have you on, either on, I got 4 podcasts, so one of my podcasts,
All right.
we're gonna have you do I Want to Be Like You. Okay.
Awesome.
So that's the deal. Okay, let's go remind everybody where they can find you on the Couch Concerts. It's on Instagram. It's at @JordonMP_music.
Yep.
On Facebook, it's Jordon Micheal Peterson, and it's spelled Micheal for the Michael. What else do you have going? Oh, you got the Vimo is JordonMP_music. If you want to send him a tip. I don't want you to send me a tip. Send Jordon a tip. And you have a PayPal where you can send him a tip at me/JordonMPmusic. Everything is Jordon MP Music. And the MP stands for Micheal Peterson. So it's easy to remember. Okay. So we're going to, any final thoughts or comments before we wrap this up?
Well, I mean, just thank you for having us on your show. I really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. So
it's been a blast.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun talking to you. And thank you for always watching the concerts. I always see you in the comments. And
I work late Wednesdays often, so I can't be there too often. And I'm busy Sundays recording another podcast, so it's hard for me to get in. But when I'm available, I tune in for sure. You don't do any Star Wars, do you?
I love Star Wars. I mean, we could play some like Cantina song if you want.
Okay, let's just do a snippet of the Canteen song, and then I'll tell you what I want for the grand finale.
All right,
this is the last song, except for 3 more, and then we're going to do the last song.
I know, that's my life. That's my life.
I'm the drunk guy at the end of the bar. Play one more, Piano Man.
I always promote that. I will be the one to start one more song. Another song.
Exactly.
All right, let's do it.
That's my favorite one. That one on the Muppet Show. Those are
too.
My favorite. Oh, I love that so much. You know what? This is no way this is going to go on YouTube because it's going to get kicked off for musical infringement. And I wouldn't be surprised if Facebook doesn't, or not Facebook, iTunes doesn't put some cuts in it and stuff. We're probably going to have a hard time. We'll see. Yeah. Please, iTunes, don't kick this out. I'm loving this so much. Okay. I listened to you last night, and your grand finale was Poor Unfortunate Souls. From Little Mermaid, and you knocked that one out of the park. Let's do that again.
Thank you.
And before I'm going to head out. We'll come back and I'll say goodbye after that.
All right, let's do it. Yes, you're right. This has become over the quarantine my absolute favorite to perform. So much so that I even dressed as Ursula.
Yes, for Halloween.
So if you missed the Halloween show, you can go back and see me dressed as Ursula if you want.
I was going to wear my Ursula shirt today, but I decided against it.
Well, thanks for requesting this. This is the one I was hoping you would request.
Oh, good.
I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch. But you'll find that nowadays I've mended all my ways, repented, seen the light, and made a switch. True, yeah. And I fortunately know a little magic. It's a talent that I always have possessed. And till lately, please don't laugh, I use it on behalf of the miserable, lonely, and depressed. Pathetic. Poor unfortunate souls in pain, in need. This one longing to be thinner, that one wants to get the girl, and do I help them? Yes, indeed. These poor unfortunate souls, so sad, but true. They come flocking to my cauldron, crying, "Spells, Ursula, please," and do I help them? Yes, I do. Now it's happened once or twice. Someone couldn't pay the price, and I'm afraid I had to rake them across the cold. Ooh. Yes, I've had the odd complaint, but on the whole, I've been a saint to those poor unfortunate souls. It won't cost much, a token, a trifle, your voice.
My voice?
You'll have your looks, your pretty face, and don't underestimate the importance of body language. The men of it don't like a lot of blabber. They think a girl who gossips is a bore. But on land it's much preferred for ladies not to say a word. And after all, girl, what is idle prattle for? Come on, they're not all that impressed with conversation. True gentlemen avoid it when they can. But they'll dote and swoon and fawn on a lady who's withdrawn. It's she who holds her tongue who gets a man. Come on, you poor unfortunate soul. Go ahead, make your choice. I'm a very busy woman and I haven't got all day. It won't cost much, just your voice. You poor unfortunate soul. So sad, but true. If you want to cross the bridge, my sweet, you've got to pay the toll. Take a gulp and take a breath. Now go ahead and sign the scroll. Got some jetsam, now I've got a voice. The boss is on a roll. This poor unfortunate soul.
Love it, love it, love it. That was great. That was amazing. I could just picture Melissa in the background doing the shoulder rolls. Well,
I can't help but dance to that song.
she's always doing those shoulder rolls during the live shows.
It's my signature move.
Yeah, she invented that move at Jelly Rolls, and anybody that's been to Jelly Rolls with her knows that's her move.
So if you were looking for Melissa, just look for the lady doing the shoulder rolls and the guy, Melissa!
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you so much for both of you coming on. This was great. This is one of my favorite shows I think we've ever done. Other than all my favorite shows are my shows are my favorite shows, but this one was really special. I had such a good time. And it was hard for me because when you play live, I sing along, and I didn't sing along. I mouthed along. So.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, we encourage people to sing along. I wish we could have people singing along live, but
that would be cool.
Not for a while, not for a little while.
And it's hard to do. It's because we've tried it on using Zoom and Facebook Live and all that, and it's really hard to sync it up. It just doesn't work. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when I sing along, my cats look at me like I got a third head or something. Anyways, this was a blast. Thank you so much for both of you coming on. This was great. Check them out on Facebook or Instagram every Wednesday or Sunday night. And when Jelly Rolls opens, when Jordan's playing, be there. It's going to be a party. I can hardly wait to go back and see you there live.
Thanks.
And with that, Ken, take it away.
If you have a brilliant idea for a future edition of The Solo Show and would like to take your turn in the guest host's chair, then drop us an email at thesoloshow01@gmail.com. Tell us your idea for the show, and we'll contact you about a date and a time for you to join us. If you would just like to keep the conversation going or have a comment about a previous show, then visit us on Facebook at The Solo Show. All logos, sounds, and songs that are made by and for Disney and its affiliates are owned solely by the Disney Corporation and are not, nor are they intended to be, the ownership of The Solo Show podcast. We hope you'll join us for the next adventure on The Solo Show. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.
Stadler?
Yeah, what?
Is that it?
Yes, it's over. How'd you like it?
I don't know. I slept through the whole thing.
Well, you didn't miss much.